That is right. It's time for a little head-to-head trivia, Backlash style. Now, full disclosure for everybody that is listening. Andy and I were talking about this, and I said, Andy, come up with a couple Backlash questions. I'm going to come up with a couple Backlash questions, and we're going to see what comes of this. Ladies and gentlemen, full disclosure, we didn't find a whole lot, but we found a little bit, and we're going to see what happens here. So, Andy and I are going to go back and forth. He's going to ask the question. I'm going to ask the question. Andy, I don't know how this is going to go, but it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out.
Let's see what happens. Let's play a little music here. Here we go. Andy, throw us out a first question. Here we go.
All right, so I kind of throw you a softball for the first one.
All right.
But in the very first Backlash, 1999, Mankind defeated Big Show in what kind of match?
I remember. It was a boiler room brawl.
There you go. That's what
Yes. All right. Sweet. All right. I will throw you one. Maybe not necessarily a softball, but kind of. It came from that same Backlash. The very first one, 1999. During that year also began the on-screen character of Stephanie McMahon. And at the event, the very end, she was driven away in a limousine as the kidnapping angles continued. Who was driving this limousine, who famously closed the pay-per-view with the line, "Where to, Stephanie?"
He also said the line, "Buckle up, Teddy." Undertaker.
That is correct. And you think those two things are probably related.
That's one of my favorite Undertaker quotes is, "Buckle up, Teddy."
Oh, good. All right. We both got one right. Let's do this.
We did. I'll throw you another softball one because we had to bring this one up. But in 2017, who walked out as the WWE champion?
You know, also before we started recording, we tried to figure out if we were going to have the same questions. And this one is very, very, very similar. So I will tell you that the answer to your question is one Jinder Mahal. And I will toss back to you and say, who did Jinder Mahal defeat to win said WWE championship?
He defeated the Viper, Randy Orton, with the help of Bray Wyatt.
Oh, 2017, what a time we were living in.
I vividly remember that show and hearing the rumors of like Jinder probably will win the WWE championship. I'm like, no, like even like that's dumb. They're not going to do that. Well,
They listened to Sam Roberts. That's what happened. And Sam Roberts called it a long time ago.
Mistake.
Ridiculous. All right. Hit us with another one, man. We're both 2 for 2 here.
All right. We'll stay modern era. But in 2020, during the pandemic and during the no crowds era, Braun Strowman defended his Universal Championship in a 2-on-1 handicap match. Who are the two men that he beat?
Was that Miz and Morrison?
It was Miz and Morrison.
Ah, yes. All right. I had a little bit of fear that I was going to miss that one there for a second. All right. I'll throw you a modern one as well. As I mentioned earlier in the show, Backlash was originally designed to be the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania as a way to continue storylines and momentum of WrestleMania. It moved around a little bit through its years, but most of the time it's been either the April or the May pay-per-view. However, the event was actually renamed WrestleMania Backlash in what 2 years?
That would be 22.
That is correct. And what other one?
21. I think it was done.
That is correct. Too. Yes, 21 and 22. Man, both of us 3 for 3. Look at that.
Look at that. All right, in 2001, Backlash was the host of the only submission Iron Man match in WWE history. Who are the two competitors?
Two of the greatest submission wrestlers of all time. That would be the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle and the crippler Chris Benoit.
Yep.
All right. All right, I'll stay in that era, but we'll go forward one more year. Backlash 2002 was the final event held under the WWF name, and it was also the final wrestling event held at Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri. That is the location in which Owen Hart tragically passed away. This night in 2002 also marked the final world title win for which of these WWE legends? Was it The Undertaker? Was it Ric Flair? Was it Stone Cold Steve Austin? Or was it Hulk Hogan?
That would be Mr. Handlebar Mustache himself, Hulk Hogan.
That is correct. He defeated Triple H just because Hulkamania was running wild, brother. And they had to do it.
Apparently, Triple H was supposed to have like a long title run or something, and it got cut real short because of Hogan.
Yep. And then a couple months later, they handed him the big gold belt, and then that world title reign continued.
Reign of Terror.
The Reign of Terror. That's what it was. All right. 4 for 4 each of us. Let's see if we can both go perfect. This has never happened.
This has never happened. All right. In 2016 was the first time that Backlash came back after a 7-year absence, and this was the first pay-per-view with dual brand paper, so it was split brand.
Yes.
So this was a SmackDown exclusive.
That is correct.
Pay-per-view. During the show, they crowned the very first ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Oh, that's right.
Who was the team?
Heath Slater and Rhino.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Do you know who was the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion?
Alexa Bliss. No, Becky Lynch. They gave it to Becky Lynch, and then Becky Lynch, and then she lost it to Alexa Bliss. That's what happened.
Yep.
All right. On that very same show, AJ Styles won his first WWE Championship. Who did he beat?
Dean Ambrose or John Moxley, whatever you want to call him. But
man, listen. Holy cow. You know what? That deserves a big... We are going 5 for 5 in trivia. That is so much fun. We enjoy playing head-to-head trivia on this show. So much in our archives, trivia stuff. We did a whole lot of WrestleMania trivia, Royal Rumble trivia. Go back and check out our archives wherever you find your podcast. Every single platform, we are right there. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you do that. And it's also on our YouTube channel. There is a head-to-head wrestling trivia playlist on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you check it out.